What a great episode that last one was. I really enjoyed that. There were a lot of moments throughout um, that I really didn't expect to work, that I didn't expect us to get out of. I did. There were three moments, I think, in that whole fight that had me convinced it was over, that I was going to die. And I know I'm saying over as if, like, end of the honor or whatever, but um, yeah, continually managed to find a way through. And that is so much of what allures me to this game over and over again, is finding new ways to get past really difficult moments. And of course with this type of run, I have made it intentionally more difficult for myself. And so it just proves more and more challenging to get out of those moments, but we keep finding a way. So I went to camp, had a long rest. You can see we've got everything back now. I spoke to a few of the traders, just trying to get some more Roaring Thunder, some more healing potions, strength, all that kind of stuff. Couldn't really find much of what we were looking for. Does Volo sell stuff?
Ah, my good. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
And what do you know about mind flayers?
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know? Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
Nah, I fought one of them.
Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible.
Not quite on the Sword Coast. We were in hell at the time, but we ended up here. And one of them planted one of the larvae in my brain.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
That's what I thought too. But if only your disbelief could alter facts.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flare? Ridiculous. Isn't it?
Of course. Utterly ridiculous.
Still, there'd be no harm in me taking a teensy look, would there? I know all the signs.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I didn't agree to this!
If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods!
Quit the shouting, can you help?
I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
And he's just gave me the Blazer of Benevolence. When you inspire an ally using Bardic Inspiration, you gain 4 temporary hit points. Why would I ever believe him? He told me, oh, mind flayers, you know, they have tentacles, you know. It's like, yeah, mate, I know. I fought one of them. I know more than he does. Crazy that I trust him. He very much reminds me of Gilderoy Lockhart from the second Harry Potter. Just coming up with fantastic stories about his adventures and all these things, and it's just bullshit. It's bullshit, you know. At least with Gilderoy, he at least was telling truthful stories that he had stolen from people. Volo has no qualms of just making it up as he goes along. You know, bullshitting to please. And as a bard, I understand the necessity to... words. What do you call it? Not elaborate, not emphasize. What's... exaggerate. There we go. Why did that take me so long to think of exaggerate? As a bard, I can understand it's important to exaggerate to make your story seem more interesting so that more people will want to listen, but he just bullshits anything. Oh, and the dragon behind you. There was no dragon. There was no dragon when I fought the goblins. Didn't happen. Fake news. Anyway, I like to have rants at the start of my episodes if you haven't noticed. I should leave that in the chapters if I ever get around to catching up. I think I'm only on like episode 20 or something, and we're on episode 45 with the chapters, so I'm a wee bit behind. My bad. Sorry. But yeah, if I ever get around to catching up with the chapters, I should include a rant chapter each time. You can skip over the intro, the rant, the setup, and then get to the actual action. So, why am I walking? It's because it's what I prefer doing. Why am I subjecting you to it? Because it's my YouTube channel and it's my episode. I could definitely have fast travelled to Moonrise Towers even and walked through to the Sharran Temple, but I decided to do it my way. If any of you ever needed any proof that I'm not bullshitting you, that I do walk a lot in games, there it is. Like, total autopilot moment from me there. Yep. I believe we have explored 95% of this map now. This area here you can't get to, don't worry. Unless there's something I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you can't. Most of the edges of the map as well, I could run along the pathways and colour in the edges fully and get a 100% map. I'm not interested in doing that. Now we move on to the main quest, the Sharran Temple, where we will meet Balthazar, who's searching for a relic that Ketheric Thorm has requested. There is much about this temple and this run in particular that has me very concerned. I don't know how it will all turn out. I don't mean concerned for the combat, of course. Anytime I'm going into combat in this right now, I'm concerned. I mean concerned for outcomes, story, plot development, characters, whether they're going to stay with me or turn against me.
Our hero thought but of treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead. Through the dark he went creeping, and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which he himself fed.
Hiya. And how long have you been standing about practicing that little recital?
Until it was perfect. I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way.
And you.
I thought it only fair to warn you about the dangers ahead.
Please, please, I can handle myself, Raphael.
Intrepid as ever. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. Prepare you for your role.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. How do you even know there's danger ahead?
My dear friend, I think you'll find I play my part in many a plot indeed. Cannot the same be said for you these days, true soul?
Fine, paint me a picture.
There is a stage down in the dark upon which a great drama has suspended itself in time. Its actors dwell there still, mired in the languor of their long-tired scenes. If you, however, through the dark, go creeping and awake what is sleeping, chances are many more graves than yours alone will soon be fed.
Sorry. Paint me a clearer picture than that, please.
Very well. There is a creature that lurks in silence and shadow. A creature who, like me, is very much of the infernal persuasion. Should it make its way out through the very doors you are about to brazenly swing open, you'll have unleashed a pestilence upon this realm. In truth, it is carnage incarnate. So if you meet the devil of which I speak, kill it. Consider no other course of action.
You're still only telling me half of what you really know. I can tell. What I meant to say was nah.
Believe me, I am not telling you half of what I know. You have it in you to author a thrilling finale if you heed this warning. Do not underestimate this opponent. At best, you will have the blink of an eye to strike. Strike first, strike true, defy the odds, for they are distinctly in its favor. That much I owe the bastard to concede. After all, if there is one rule I hold dear, it's that one must always give the devil his due.
None of you can tell me that he is not the best side character in this game. I'm not having it from any of you. The Price of Pride, a record of Ketheric Thorm's speech to his troops before his victory over the Druids and Harpers. Take this, you there, take this from me. That is gold, friends. Let those who are coveters and cravens among you take my gold and go. There's enough to keep you warm in winter, but in those cold and lonely winters to come, you will look into the bought flames in the purchased hearth and see a bargain for peace. And then you'll realise that such a retirement comes at the price of pride. Go on and take it and go, those who are not afraid of me. We won't stop you, but nor shall we know a winter in which the coin of regret is idly spent. Instead, we shall know blood and fury, and a triumph worthy of a flame reconcilable only with heaven. I swear it. Against us arrayed is a group of fools. Let them be our bank vault. Let us raid them, friends. Let us grow rich on screams. Part of that, honestly, feels like Braveheart. You know, like, but in those cold and lonely winters to come, you will look into bought flames in the purchased hearth and see a bargain for peace. The line that Mel Gibson delivers, like, oh, but in those days where you grow old, I can't remember the exacts of it. I should. What is it? Ah, man, it eludes me. I know as soon as I stop this recording it'll come back to me, the speech, but there is a bit of the speech where he says, and what would you give to tell our enemies, and he goes on. It's the wee bit before that. Yeah, a bit of it feels like that, and then it just becomes just a cruel, mean, nasty bastard. But an excellent speech. I've only read that once before, and it was very quick that I skimmed over it.
Fallen druids of the Emerald Enclave, Dark Justiciars, who fell long ago in service
there we
of
go.
Shar and Ketheric Thorm.
Just some excellent writing that goes amiss in this, honestly. The work that's put into the script writing's phenomenal, but there is so much extra that just sits about, literally scattered on the grounds. And it's incredible. There's so much effort put into it.
Sigils. Attempts to restrain Lady Shar's power, perhaps. Failed attempts.
This Shadowheart that you've just heard from and that you see before me may be about to change forever. I have an idea going through this to where we'll get at the end of each episode, but depending on how combat goes, that could all change in an instant.
Zerel, Minthara, whoever you are, leave. I shall carry out General Thorm's will alone. Not wanted, not needed. Leave.
It's interesting to know who Minthara is. Now, I've never read the Diary of Ketheric Thorm. I feel like I understand his story, I'd say, well enough.
Someone's been engaging in dark rituals here.
But it is all here for you to peruse at your own interest.
Ketheric Thorm's ancestors, desecrated and arranged into foul artworks. But why?
And can I just say, if anyone is watching this and either has not or has decided they will not play this game, what are you doing? How can you have watched this far and come to the conclusion of, I don't think it's for me? Madness. There is something in this game for everyone.
That's the symbol of Merkel.
Merkel. One of the gods of death. I don't know if I explained this before because I don't think it's been prompted in the game yet, but the original god of death was Jurgel, who was a scribe and would take down the names of all the dead.
Can't keep me out.
They would make sure that they had a passage through the river Styx to pass over to the other side. Jurgel then gave up some, but not all of his power to three men, Merkel, Baal and Bane, and they were meant to be the ones that would reside over death. So Merkel, I think is just the god of bones or something to that effect. Baal is the god of murder, and Bane is maybe the god of blood or something like that. I can't remember the specifics of what each of them, what each element of death they then took control over, but you can see that it's like they all derive in some way to death. And so Merkel is the one that seems to have some kind of presence in this mausoleum. If you remember before, the Kuatoa, who ended up naming us their leader, they worshipped the god Boao, and that's because the Red Cap was a bit of an idiot and thought that that's how you said the god of Baal. He was trying to convince the Kuatoa that he was the god of Baal, the god Baal,
Don't mind if I do.
and messed it up. But the Kuatoa, being even more stupid, ate it all up and was like, god Boao. Right, we bit of a puzzle here.
More to this place.
Empty.
I'm sure of it.
Not ominous.
Lady Shar's presence is
Watch
near.
how you go.
So, as ever, be careful. See if you run around the edges here, you should always be fine. Okay.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
So, the trap is that you need to press these buttons in the correct order. Now, if you have a look here, you can see Grief. You can see Moonrise Towers with light. And you can see General. And if you look very closely, you'll recognise that as Ketheric Thorm. Okay, so what the puzzle is asking for you to do is to press the buttons in chronological order of the image depicted above. So what I need to double check, because I can't remember, I've just sent all the books away, so I'm just going to go on a no, I'm just going to go on a guess on this. So because I'm trying to remember if he moved to Moonrise Towers and then Isabel passed away, if this is her passing away in the tower, or if she passed away and so he moved to Moonrise. I think he moves to Moonrise and then, because I don't know if this is, wait, hold on, can I get a,
That bright tower. It's Moonrise. Or it used to be.
yeah, so I'm going to say that Moonrise prior to the Shadowfell. Yep, okay. Then Isabel passes away whilst they are staying at Moonrise Towers. And that drives Ketheric to joining up with Shar and becoming an evil dictator. And just like that, we're through.
So that's progress.
No time to waste.
And just be careful because the traps are still
Let's don't
armed.
need that trap.
No one's stopped me yet.
Excellent. I don't think any of these piles of bones or skeletons, which are also just piles of bones, have anything useful in them.
This must be the way forward.
Here we
Where will
go.
it bring us, though?
Think back to the Underdark and the Grimforge area. We saw the Sharran Temple. If you remember the bit that we looked through, you could see at the area where Nier was, there was a broken bridge and a massive chasm that led down to some temple of sorts. This is that temple. I'm not sure if you can see the reversal of it. I'm pretty sure you will be able to, but where you can look up and see the Grimforge, perhaps? Maybe not. Right, let me do a wee bit of exploration.
Shar. Before my very eyes. The Dark Lady guided me here. She wanted me to find this place.
Right, okay, nothing over the other side either from what I can see with my eyes. Okay.
Shar, singer of eternal night, protector of the lost and forgotten. Cross from light into darkness. Give your life to the shadows. Offer your pain to Shar's embrace. Hear the night song.
Don't want to draw any attention.
The answer lies in darkness.
Now,
Shar's warriors must not be caught, must not be tricked. Only loss awaits the unworthy.
A voice. Is that Shar herself who speaks?
So, I could do this without even going through all of these traps and whatnot. However, I will go through them, just so that I can show you how it's done. And for the role-playing purposes, that Bunda wouldn't know how it's done, so we'll do it that way. So you come round here, you disarm the traps because there's a big pressure plate there with the, I don't know if it's gas or something that releases from the vents. I've got to assume it is, right? You do that in each corner and it lowers these mystic thurible.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
There we go. We'll just disarm each of them. Oh my god, how am I so close to failing when I've got such a high
Watch how you go.
roll?
There's a trap.
So we do that again. It lowers these next two. You can see off in the other corners there.
Trap. Be cautious.
Standing on the actual trap itself is okay, it's just the pressure plate you don't want to stand on. These things here. Okay.
Trap. Be cautious.
That brings these ones down. Okay.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Hey, chilling up there in the corner. So once you've lowered all 8 of them, you want to just click on them to extinguish the burning. There we go. So we know to do this
The
because
answer lies in darkness.
there you go. That's your clue. That's the one real clue you get. Also the Lady Shar speaking to you in the middle there. So these writings on the floor are basically just force fields. They'll send you flying back. I can't remember if they hurt you.
Welcome, child. Follow my voice and prove your worth.
Okay,
Trap. Be cautious.
bring Shadowheart back in now. So, is this... hold on. No, yep, okay. You can use this as a sort of shortcut. There is a way round from here. You can head up this way and then into that area you saw there with the red fungus and that. There's a way you can get out on the other side there. I'm not going to take that route. We will head through that area and fight some things there eventually, but it just doesn't feel right chronologically. Okay, best thing to do is just check both sides. There's loot to be grabbed.
Best avoid that trap.
I think this might be the bit you look down at, perhaps. It'll be above us that way, like straight ahead. Oh, just silver necklace. Oh, right, okay. The loot wasn't great. We got a potion, and we got a necklace. And then we carry on forward. That's right, whatever direction it was we were looking at, you could see the... you could see that thing there that I was looking at straight ahead. The massive, massive statue of Shar, I'd presume.
You do not belong here.
Your mind upends. Somehow, in the decayed soup of this creature's brain, a tadpole lives. Another presence nurtures it, manipulates it like a puppet.
No, you do not belong. This is the Dark Lady's house. She is no use for old, faithless bones.
You
Bolt.
plunder. You meddle.
You upset my plans. Leave.
Keep your voice down. I like all four options almost. And because of that, I'm going to take the less obvious route. And I'm going to go for the rogue specific. Meddling or trespassing I'd accept, but blundering? Spare me your insults, bone pile.
Bones! They are more than bones.
More than flesh. More than skin, blood, hair, and piss. They are more. They are mine. No need before.
Oh, you've only gone and done it now.
Infested cockhead! You have awoken the shadows. My forces are split. The defenses are thin.
Rally on me. A wall of bone and blade against the darkness. Now!
Can't wait to punch fuck out of a portal.
Why did Lady Shar's dead attack? Am I being tested?
Yeah, so Shadowheart has this sort of dilemma because these are Lady Shar's forces, but they are showing hostility towards her, so she's unsure of what to do here. Not to worry though.
I know what to do. Fading fast. I need healing.
Concentration broke. Whoa! Excuse me, game. Can we discuss what just happened there? Right. So we done. We. I think it's right. So it's from the Dark Justiciar Avenger, which is this one here on the right. That's. I think, did they do it twice? Shadowheart took 32 force damage redirected from Dark Justiciar Avenger. Then redirected. No, so each of them hit her for 32 force damage somehow. Maybe because we done damage to them, but that seems excessive as well. That's a lot of damage.
Blood comes easy these days.
Right. Wow. I don't know what to do now. Throwing a potion of superior healing might be a good option. Get her healed back up again.
Seems like the best way.
Good. Fire a ranged attack. See if we get hit with damage. No. Okay. I'm just gonna back off here. I'm worried.
Let's finish this.
Worried for Shadowheart, to be honest, now. She might just go down here. Oh, that was good. Oh, but she took 12 damage again there. So it seems as though... Is it maybe magical damage then? Any magical damage dealt causes some kind of counter strike? I don't know. What a useless pile of bones. Right, both of them have been knocked down thanks to Shadowheart. You just had a free shot on one of them that was lying down and missed, incredibly.
Need to stay focused.
Right, if we pop another Shadow Guardians, I think we could kill both of them, but what possible risk do we do to Shadowheart? So I think first and foremost, potions, superior healing, drink up, then do it.
Healing.
Amazing success. And she gets a turn again. That's interesting. I wonder if it's proximity then. Let me do this. It's not proximity, I am an idiot. It seems as though whatever... Hold on. I should probably just read this, shouldn't I? Radiant retort. Oh, right, okay. Haha, hold on. That'll be why. That'll be why. I could have been doing any other form of damage to them and it would have been okay. Just not radiant. Just not radiant. Right, let's... Is it only the 3 of them left then? Yeah. And this one that's still open? Right. What we will do is we will throw... Big potion on you. Now stop doing radiant damage. Do you have any... You've got a bonus action. Yeah, we're not gonna bother. Yeah, we're fine.
Another fight. Let's go.
Any of them nearly dead? Not even close. Oh, what we could do is we could do one of the many target arrows. I quite like that. All of that damage, and 2 of them got frightened. Ah, did you get a wee fright there? And we will... Yeah, we'll do patient defense, yeah. We need to be careful about these portals still open though, because more of these creatures are able to come through. On fucking cue. Right. Oh, one of the portals have disappeared now. Are these only open for a time? Maybe. Let's do Shadowheart first. Plan is we are going to tab back into the game, thank you. I'm going to throw down... Are you vulnerable to anything? Examine... Vulnerable to Radiant? Haha! Very fucking funny. I could just do it though, couldn't I? That'd be hilarious, just jumping right in here and... Because we all take double damage from the Radiant. Shadowheart would just get annihilated. I'm gonna need to take a long rest after this. Just for the fun of it. Right there. Right, everyone, say bye-bye to Shadowheart. How much? How much damage did she just take? Uh, 52, 88, it's 140, 196, 296. Yeah, she just took 296 damage on her own turn. Which means she dealt 148 damage, which is incredible. Look, she's nearly got them all dead. You know, hats off to her. Let's just run in and topple you. I don't know what that guy's doing, by the way. He's loving life. He's having some crazy dance off with himself. How are you possibly saying that Shadowheart's blocking? Whoa! Right, I wasn't meant to miss that, excuse me. Okay. Why are you dashing? There's another one coming through. Oh, she succeeded in one saving throw, so we're alright.
What path lies before me?
Okay. Great success.
That took the edge off.
Okay. That bow was called Least Expected. place is shaking every so often, isn't it? It's not just my camera. Yeah, there it goes again. I can't think what would be causing
Lady
that.
Shar. So many must have toiled to make a visage so grand. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so I believe we were looking at it from some way up above us here, and we were looking down from Act 1 onto this. Quite sure that's what we're seeing. So, options. We can go right, and if you remember the conversation that we were having with Raphael, that is a throne. I know that that thing up there looks like a throne, but that is actually the throne. And we'll meet the creature Jurgir. Or we can go over yonder this way, up those stairs all the way through, and you can see the circular doorway at the end, and we'll meet Balthazar, both of which we will be doing. It is interesting to note though, so I just want to go back. We're going to end the episode off here in a second, but it's interesting to note. So we had that conversation with Raphael, and he implored us to kill the demon, the creature, the infernal creature. He said that was like him. Choosing not to kill Jurgir and sending him back to hell, because I should note before I say this, if you kill a demonic creature, an infernal creature, it goes back to hell. In the overworld, if you kill like a devil in the overworld, it gets sent back to hell. It doesn't die, but if you kill it in hell, it will die forever. So all Raphael's asking me to do is slay this thing and return it to hell, where he can then maybe deal with it. But I will spoil this. That creature ends up in the employ of Raphael, and if you don't manage to convince it in a fight, it will turn against you again, so you will have to fight this creature twice. So I want to try and take the dialogue options to see what I can do, because my friend who I watched playing this game prior to me replaying this now said that he didn't fight him whatsoever, and I want to try that. I don't know how to go about doing it, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as the speech develops. So that's the plan. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been quite fun. We are now in the Sharran Temple, ready to run the Gauntlet of Shar. Balthazar, Jurgir, the Gauntlet, and then the Night Song. That's what's coming up ahead in the next few episodes. So I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you're excited, and we'll see how far we can go. Alright, thanks for watching.